Did you know that 85% of Americans consider themselves patriotic? 63.9% of Americans own an American flag, and 47% of Americans are just proud to live in our country? But what is patriotism anyway? Patriotism is the love of one's country. This love can be shown in many ways, such as supporting a veteran, volunteering, and looking back into history. Veterans are significantly undervalued. They put a lot on the line for our safety and our freedom, and for that, we should help and support them. Volunteering calls us to show love to the people of our nation, and by doing so, we directly benefit the country. Finally, looking back into the past is one of the best ways to find examples of patriotism that was shown by others. By doing these three things, you are already showing patriotism to your country. The first way you can show patriotism is by supporting a veteran. Veterans are significantly undervalued. They put a lot on the line for our safety and our freedom, and for that, we should help and support them. So, if being patriotic means showing love to your country, we should support the people who protect the things we love about our country. It is very easy to support a veteran. Something as small as taking time to say thank you or showing gratitude through small acts can leave a veteran feeling supported and appreciated. I got the chance to do just that in a project called Homes for Our Troops. In this project, I worked together with a group of people to landscape a retired veteran's home. This veteran was a double amputee who couldn't afford a home to fit his family's needs. Because of Homes for Our Troops, he was able to provide for his family in an affordable way. Not only were my eyes open to patriotism, but I was able to understand our country's veterans and their needs. Another way you can show patriotism is by volunteering, because when we volunteer, we show love to the people of our country, and by doing so, we directly benefit the nation. 4-H gives you every opportunity to volunteer. In fact, it's even in the 4-H pledge. We pledge our head, our hands, our heart, and our health to serve our club, community, country, and world. This pledge calls us to volunteer and allows us to do it with the people we love. 2 years ago, I joined the 4-H Livestock Beef Project. When Expo rolled around, my steer was purchased by Cigna Healthcare, who donated the beef to Room in the Inn. When Room in the Inn got the meat, I volunteered to serve it to their residents. Their faces lit up when they got the chance to eat steak for the first time in a long time. This opportunity opened my eyes to the beauty of giving, and that in our country, we value the gift of serving others. Finally, you can show patriotism by looking back to reflect on the encouraging actions and words of our country's strongest patriots. For example, Nathan Hale was a spy for the Continental Army in the American Revolution. When he was on a mission in New York, he was captured and executed by the British. His final words were, "I only regret that I have but one life to give for my country." Because of Nathan Hale, we have a true representation of the spirit of patriotism. Another great example of patriotism in our country is Deborah Sampson. She was one of the few women who disguised herself as a man so that she could fight in the Continental Army. Deborah's love for her country was so deep that she was willing to give it all up for her country. Because of Deborah Sampson and Nathan Hale, we have two pictures of the spirit of patriotism. You can show love to your country by supporting a veteran, volunteering, and looking back into history. Veterans are significantly undervalued. They put a lot on the line for our safety and our freedom, and for that, we should help and support them. Volunteering calls us to show love to the people of our nation, and by doing so, we directly benefit the country. Looking back into the past is one of the best ways to find examples of patriotism that was shown by others. Patriotism is the love of one's country. I invite you to share the love with me.